Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know the drill. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below. Alrighty, today I wanted to do a video on why I'm doubling down regarding my statement why the sports card market is going to crash really hard by 2024. We've already seen, you could say, a crash right now, but in my opinion, we haven't seen anything yet. We have seen a rebound, and I see that rebound ever since the Chicago National. I thought that Gary Vee would be showing all of his cards and that would accelerate it. Well, Gary Vee didn't go, but at the end of the day, I do see some of these prices on eBay and they're going up. The momentum as of right now is back, and you can see in the sentiment from Google Trends as of right now. That doesn't mean that next few months that will happen, but I do believe uh, into December at least, we should see another run up. Now, like I said, I'm going to be selling into that. I'm not really going to be buying anything unless I see a huge discount on some UFC cards or maybe some Sports Illustrated for Kids cards that I'm looking into. But getting into why I'm doubling down on my statement, why the market's going to crash in the next few years. Okay, number one, I talked about the Federal Reserve. They've been printing all this monopoly money. You can't keep on doing this without some sort of nasty correction. All this monopoly money won't work. Same thing happened in the 1970s. You saw a crazy amount of inflation, then the market crashed, and then you saw a crazy amount of inflation, and so on. It didn't go up in a straight line. And I expect something similar to that this decade. Now, let's put all the Federal Reserve stuff out the window. Okay, let's look at from the macro level what's going on. Okay, and I know it's a controversial topic to get into, but we have to analyze what's going on throughout the US. New York the other day just announced that in order to go inside New York City, in order to go inside a gym, a retail store, a bar, a restaurant, etc., you need to be jabbed. You need to show documentation that you've been jabbed. All right. Los Angeles just voted for the same thing. I think their council did. San Francisco just announced that as well. So the big cities with millions of people are going to be doing that to try to get more people taking the jab. All right? And I'm not here to tell you what to do with your own body. That's your choice. That's the choice with your family members and of your doctor, okay? If you want to take it, fine. If you don't want to take it, that's fine. All right? Just like Dana White from the UFC. None of my business, okay? Now, here's the deal. If about 40% of the population didn't take it, and maybe 30% of adults at least didn't take the jab, what happens with their tourist dollars? Are they going to be going into New York? Are they going to be going into San Francisco? Are they going to go into LA? I think it's going to happen here in Chicago pretty soon. I think it's going to happen in some big cities like or some hotbeds like Austin. Could happen other places, probably very progressive places in Minnesota. The list goes on and on and on and on. So, you know what happened about the Olympics? I talked about it earlier. The Olympics, once they went woke, they started losing subscribers or viewers. Once MLB decided to go woke when it came to the voter registration issue, people stopped watching the MLB. What happened with the NFL the last few years? People are tuning out. NBA, people are tuning out. Well, if we see what's going on in sports, it's going to happen in all these big cities. You're going to lose tourists. Now, granted, in the short run, we have all of this money flowing through the economy, monopoly money. The infrastructure bill was passed. So, short term, nothing's going to happen for now, but it's going to add up. Small businesses will get hurt. And if 30% of people say, you know what, if it affects me, I don't care. If I lose my job, I'm not going to be taking it. There are going to be holdouts like that. And once again, what happened to all these major sports in the Olympics, MLB, NFL? It's going to happen to all of these small businesses. And they're going to lose customers. They're going to lose revenue. There's no doubt about that. People could still order out, but it's not the same as if you dine in. And this is going to break the camel's back in the next few years. On top of the crazy money printing out there. On top of the potential raising of interest rates. You're putting all of that gasoline on the fire now. And what does this mean for sports cards? Well, if the whole market decides to blow up, the stock market, people are going to start selling. What if people start getting worried about their jobs? I mean, people right now are going to be losing their jobs if they decide not to take the jab and if they don't get a religious or medical exemption. So that's why I'm very confident, and my strategy is not changing. I'm going to be selling these cards. I'm not going to sell all of my Brady rookie cards, but I'm going to sell probably half of them. One of them is up for consignment right now. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that our economy is going through this. I mean, people are going to have to make tough choices. And it is what it is. Anyways, guys, I want you to comment. What do you guys think about all this? You think it's going to have any effect on sports cards in the next few years in the overall economy? Yes, no, let me know. And what I plan to do still is I'm going to be looking at UFC cards. I want to look at some Khabib cards because I like Khabib, okay? It's not solely to make money. I want to buy cards that I like of athletes that I enjoyed watching. So I'm going to be looking out for some of these Khabib cards. There aren't that many graded out there. Some of them, granted, are stuck at PSA. But I'm looking at some of these older Khabib 2012, 2013, trying to look for a good deal. And maybe in the next few years, if the whole thing collapses, like I'm saying, then I'm going to be going into UFC. Because Dana White is doing the best job out of all of the commissioners and leaders of the sports. He doesn't want to get too much into politics. We know his political leanings. He's a huge fan of number 45, but in terms of the UFC sport, he doesn't really talk about it. He may bring number 45 to the UFC events. That's it. And people just want to see a product. They want to see people trash talking. They want to see the fighters going in at each other. And ultimately, he lets the fighters speak, and that's a good thing. Maybe except for Conor McGregor, who is a fool. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Comment down below, guys. Thanks. Bye.